Are you a nomad? Do you travel all the time? I find myself busy all the time, pretty much all the time, as a nomad. How about you? There's always something to do. After that trip back from Las Vegas, I hit a lot of bugs. I want to get them off before they dry on there. The sun bakes them on. As a YouTuber, I have to find plugs and I have to find Wi-Fi. This is where I've been going the past month. They have excellent Wi-Fi. It's one of the reasons it's hard to boondock for a YouTuber. Uploading and setting my channel. This is hilarious. I had to get this. Paul pointed it out. He goes, Abby's got a new friend. And I'm like, huh? It's the Raven. And she's coming to get Abby's food. Here comes Abby. But soon the Raven learns that Abby can only go so far. She's still a little skittish, but Abby obviously is wound, her cord is wound around one of the trees. And this is as far as she can go. I just found this to be hilarious. I wanted to share this with you. This Raven has learned that she's stuck. Oh. Okay, it's gonna go take the food back to its home. Oh. But at some point, Abby does unhook herself. There she goes, she's unhooked. I think Abby really tried hard to unhook herself without any help. But she keeps looking around. There goes the Raven. Bye-bye. It's hilarious. Hey, y'all. I'm out here in the forest. Let's have a little chat about something. One of you asked me how my children feel about me being a nomad. They are good with it. They don't care. Even when I was solo, they knew that I could take care of myself. They just knew I could take care of myself. And I always have. I was not a helicopter mother, first of all. I have 4 children. And my husband was in a fatal car accident when they were pretty small. My oldest one, not so small. She was a teenager. But yeah, I mean, they were small, and the 2 youngest ones were very small. So I was a single mom for years. I had to work. I wanted to work. I did not have time to be everywhere and know every little thing that they did. I had to trust them, and they learned that. I mean, I think it really goes on your parenting skills. If you are the kind of parent that you let them live and let live, they're going to do the same for you. There are some nomads out there that have talked to me about this, and they've mentioned that their kids just do not want them out there alone. They don't want them out there traveling. They worry about them. They're concerned about them. I don't believe my kids were ever really concerned about me. I know that sounds bad, but I'm glad. I mean, I don't want them to worry about me because I'm quite capable of doing what needs to be done to take care of myself. I mean, I'm sure that they're happy that Paul and I travel at least a little bit more than half the time together. And I think they're happy about that. but it's not necessary. I can take care of myself, and I can do things for myself, and I have for years and years. Now, I will tell you also, I'm always worried about them bees. Something landed on my face. Yeah, I will say that, and I've mentioned this many times, but some of you are new. When I was single, my kids were growing up, I didn't even date. I dated a couple times after my husband passed, about a year after he passed, but I just really wanted to put my time and effort into my family. That's what I needed to do. It's what I had to do. And I just kind of left that off to the side. It didn't pan out. I didn't want it to pan out. I never, what do they say? I never put out the honey. I didn't want bees to come by. I didn't offer the honey. I just didn't flirt. I didn't, whatever. Yeah. So I was just single, and I really enjoyed that. Paul is actually the first that I've actually dated in like 25 years. So my kids, why would they worry about me? They are good with it. They think it looks like fun. They want to do it themselves someday. And we are in contact a lot. Not so much my sons. I mean, they've got their wives and they don't, but my daughters tend to, we stay in contact, and I stay in contact with my sons, but it's just not the same. You know what I mean? I think most of you know what I mean. But oh yeah, I mean, I'm very close to both my daughters. No, they don't worry about me. And I will mention that my youngest daughter, I have on, because she's iPhone also, we do Find My Friends, and so she can always know where I'm at. I think that's a good thing. She always knows where I'm at. The reason that my oldest daughter, she's an Apple girl herself, but she just, I don't know why she has Androids. I don't know why. But, so you can't do Find My Friends with Android and iOS, yeah. They're good with it. I remember this one lady I first met when I started boondocking. She was, I think her name was Carol. Yeah, I think her name was Carol. She was in a sedan. I don't know what her story was, but she didn't have a lot with her. And she seemed sort of secretive, but she said that she had to go. Her family did an intervention with her before she took off because they were worried about her. And she just took off. She didn't want anything to do with them. So I don't know what the story is. So I know that you can go from my situation all the way to the extreme where they're going to do an intervention to keep you from getting on the road. But that's not the case with me. I send postcards. My daughter's always so excited. She goes, nobody ever sends postcards anymore. I send postcards. With my grandchildren, I send them things. I send them letters and postcards. And I text and talk on the phone when I can, when they're not busy. They're all professionals, so they're very busy. So, yeah. Well, that's my answer. They're good with it. Now, how can you deal with children, grown children who are not good with it? You know, I don't really, it's hard to say because I'm not in that situation. But you definitely need to sit down and talk with them. And I do have in my book, How to Live in a Minivan, The Minivan Leeway. It's on Amazon. It's ebook and paperback. That I do have suggestions on calling a meeting and finding out, telling your family what your plans are. And then you need to probe to find out where they stand with all of this. And then find out who's willing to help you, whether it be would you mind handling my mail so I could use your domicile, and then mail will come to you. This will be my residence, wherever you are. This is a state that I will abide the laws by, voting, registration, car, taxes, everything. They may not be wanting to do this for you. And they have to be trustworthy enough. You know, handling somebody's mail is a big responsibility. You don't want them throwing things away. that are very important by mistake because they just weren't paying attention. They have to pay attention. And my oldest daughter is my domicile, and she pays attention to all my mail. Most of it is junk. If she's unsure, she sends a screenshot and asks what can happen. So yeah, I mean, I even have how to deal with family in the book, How to Live in a Minivan, on Amazon. So I don't know, everybody's circumstances are going to be so different, but you do have the right to do what you want to do unless there's something wrong. If there's something wrong, let's say you really want to go, but you're disabled in some way, and they are really worried that you're going to not do well, or you're going to hurt yourself. Or let's say you want to go, maybe your cognitive ability isn't up to par and it's kind of declining because you're older. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't, because they might know better in that instance. But in most cases, you're capable and you can go do this. So good luck, everybody, with your family if you're thinking about becoming a nomad. I think nowadays, especially our age, our retired, our age, all the people that we grew up with, our peers, I mean, we're from the 60s. We kind of do what we want to do anyways, don't we? So, well, there you go. We're going to make a black bean burger sandwich. And it will thicken up so we can fry it into a burger. This is one of my hamburger buns. Get the burger, get the buns ready to go. Pickles, a slice of cheese. Let's see how it's doing. Oh yeah. Thickening up. I think I'm gonna get the griddle hot. Use some olive oil. Let's check the size. Perfect. onions, pickles, mustard. Okay. It didn't take long at all. 10 minutes maybe? Okay, let's try it. Mmm. Mmm. Don't want to talk with my mouth full. Hope you enjoyed this video. Until tomorrow, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Go to minivanlee.com for all kinds of different things. A lot of links, books, neck gaiters. I do have one more of this color. It's pink and gray paisley. I have one more. If you want it, it's yours. Just go to minivanlee.com. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.